Hey everybody, so I've decided to make a bit of an announcement or a bit of a change with what I'm doing with the YouTube channel. Now, the whole purpose of the YouTube channel at the moment, it's called Entertainment Talk Plays, and basically all I do with it is once I've finished a Twitch stream or I've manually recorded a video of gameplay on my PS4, I just dump it onto YouTube. I don't really edit them. I should actually put more tags into some of them, with the Cyberpunk videos. But that's basically all I've used it for a while. That's why it's called Entertainment Talk Plays and not just Entertainment Talk. Decided I'm going to do a little something with YouTube. Now, I'm only going to try this for a relatively short time. I am essentially going to try to turn this YouTube channel into a notification system. What I'm going to do is I'm still going to upload the podcast in the normal ways, which is going to be on the website entertainmenttalk.org, and that gets pushed onto podcast services anyway. So if you just look on your favorite podcast platform, it doesn't have to be iTunes, could be Spotify, whenever you like to choose, all the number of different ones on Android, etc, etc. I'm still going to do that the normal way. You'll still be able to access all the podcasts through entertainmenttalk.org for free. Of course, the ad-free podcasts are the optional paid ones, but you can listen to every podcast that we've done for free. I'm essentially going to start uploading little audio things, I suppose you can call them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try this first with the Shang-Chi review. I'm going to record I don't know how long it will take me, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, just a little sort of notification video almost to say, hey, our review for Shang-Chi is available on entertainmenttalk.org. And that's what I'm going to put in the titles to make it not look like the clickbait that it could look like, which it isn't clickbait at all. I'm going to try it with the Shang-Chi review, and in the title for that, I'm going to put Shang-Chi review available on entertainmenttalk.org. You'll be able to tell that the review isn't for the video because the length of the video, or the length of the videos going forward, will be again about 15 to 30 seconds maybe, depending. What this is essentially me trying to do, again, is the notification kind of thing. The goal is to either get the videos pushed out to people, because YouTube has its algorithm system, whatever. I don't know how that will work with all this, but I'm going to try it anyway. But let's say that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Entertainment Talk Plays. I will eventually rename it to Entertainment Talk, but you should still be able to find it anyway if you just search for Entertainment Talk. And if you're listening to this, then you've already found the channel anyway, because that's the only place I'm going to put this very piece of audio. So let's say you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I know our Shang-Chi review is already out, but I'm just using that as an example. Let's say I put out the video, and it says Shang-Chi review available on entertainmenttalk.org. The idea isn't even to get a click out the video. That's not even necessarily the idea. There's two things I want the people that see those videos to do. One of two things. You subscribe to the channel, or maybe even you don't, they come up in your recommendations or whatever the case may be. You subscribe to the channel, let's say you get a notification through YouTube whenever it wants to send you a notification. YouTube is going to be a bit tricky with this, so I'm going to see how it's going to work. You'll get a notification on YouTube through your YouTube account, whatever, and it will say new upload from Entertainment Talk, or whatever it would say, Shang-Chi, and the title would be Shang-Chi review available on entertainmenttalk.org. You've then got two options. You can then either just go over to that website, or find us on podcast platforms as well. I will mention that in the little YouTube videos. You can either go over to just the website and find the review. You can either search for it, or it should be in recent posts depending on what podcast it is, that kind of thing. Or if you click on the video, which you don't even have to do, I'm not even trying to get that out of people, you can then either just click on the video, that's another option, and I'm going to put a direct link to that very review, not the homepage of the website, but the actual link to that review in the description box, and it will say podcast here for whatever it's going to be. Again, let's just use Shang-Chi as an example. It will then say podcast review for podcast link or something like that, and then it will have the link next to it. You click on that, it will take you over to the website, to the Shang-Chi review, or whatever that post is going to be for, and then you play the episode from there. So it's not even necessarily an idea of hey, I want you to click on the YouTube videos. That isn't even the important part. What I'm essentially trying to do is use the YouTube channel as both a notification system and to push people over to the website. basically. I don't know how well this will work. This will be an experimental thing. I need to do things like this every now and again to change things up and try new things. So this is the newest thing I'm kind of trying, because yes, I can upload the reviews onto YouTube through the same system I'm going to use, which is called Tunes to Tube. That basically lets you choose a picture, which is used for the video, because you need the video for YouTube, and then the audio would still be the podcast anyway. But I don't want to put our reviews or our podcast on YouTube. I don't want to do that. I want to use YouTube instead of for people listening to the podcast on YouTube. I want to use that to direct them to the website or to find us on podcast services to find those podcasts. That's basically the idea. So the idea isn't even to get clicks out of people on YouTube. That isn't even the idea. But I will be specifically putting in the titles available on entertainmenttalk.org, and you'll see the video is 20 or 30 seconds, so you'll know it's not the review. So I'm just trying to make it all quite clear. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what we do, we're called Entertainment Talk, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory. We do podcasts on TV, video games, films, Manchester United podcasts as well. We do a variety of different things. We do a weekly gaming podcast. We do sometimes weekly TV reviews. So at the moment we're doing The Walking Dead and Ted Lasso. I also do season reviews for things now and again, or whether I want to do those. So the recent two are Black Lightning Season 4 and for Kevin Can F Himself, the AMC show. We also do film reviews like Shang-Chi that I mentioned, and other films as well, not just MCU films, but I did things like Jungle Cruise recently. I did, what was that film called? The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, the Ryan Reynolds film. We do different types of films and things. Main Night podcasts are mainly for match reviews, that kind of stuff. I've hopefully got a new regular co-host for that. It's called Varen. So hopefully he'll be able to join me for more episodes. There's the occasional bonus episode for the United cast where we discuss specific things, like the Donny van de Beek episode and the transfers review episode. But they're mostly just the game review episodes for the actual matches as well. And then I just do, random different discussion topics and things like that. Like I talked about an obsession with graphics the other week. Do analysing television episodes as well, where I look at different situations or topics in the world of TV and talk about those things. So if you're interested, again, subscribe here on the YouTube channel. I'm not used to really saying that. Subscribe here on the YouTube channel. It'll either be called Entertainment Talk or Entertainment Talk Plays. Either way, you should be able to find it. And then if you haven't heard our episodes, go over to entertainmenttalk.org, and you can find the episodes over there. And that's pretty much what I need to say, really. If you've got any particular questions, of course you can use the comments section here on YouTube. Hopefully YouTube doesn't block comments, because they do actually tend to do that sometimes, or they don't notify you properly of comments. So comment if you'd like to. Hopefully YouTube tells me the different things that's going on. Or if you want to, you can email us as well, matthew@entertainmenttalk.org. There's also a contact page on the website. It's at the top. And on pretty much any of the podcast posts, there's loads of information on the different posts as well. So there's lots of different ways to contact us. If you've got any questions, inquiries, feedback, any sort of thing like that. Or just, scroll down to the comments bit and put a comment of what you want to say in there. So again, I don't want to make it seem like any sort of clickbait type of thing. I'm just trying to turn our YouTube channel into a notification system. And there hasn't really been a reason for me to say to people like, hey, subscribe to us on YouTube. Because then they are not going to find the podcast. They're just going to find a bunch of Let's Play videos, which is great. But I want the focus to be more on people finding the podcast, which is the idea of this. So anyway, I think I've explained my point. That's it for now, really. You can find us on podcast platforms. Like I said, just search for Entertainment Talk. You can either subscribe to the main feed, get all the episodes, or you can subscribe to the separate feed. So if you just want Walking Dead, or you just want TV, or you just want film reviews, whatever you'd like, those options are there. Or you can just find everything on the website, entertainmenttalk.org. I'm going to do the first kind of practice one, which is going to be a Shang-Chi notification type of video. That's what I'm going to call them. Is that they're notification videos. They're not reviews. They're just notification videos. So let's see how this all goes. But yeah, this is the kind of like main announcement part of it all, and then I'll continue doing the 15 and 30 second, whatever they're going to be, notification videos. So get yourself subscribed, check out our website, check us on podcast platforms, or all three of those things, whatever you want to do. Also spread the word around as well. Share this video or share the website around, whatever you need to do to share all that stuff around, or just tell people about the website, everything else like that. Now I want to make it clear, this isn't a case of I'm struggling for traffic and I want to get more. This is just me. I was doing some brainstorming and I thought, how can I get, because I'm always having to think of how can I get more people in, right? I want to continue to grow the website and grow it more and more. So this was just another idea that I had. So it's not a case of Entertainment Talks dying, far from it. The website's doing very well. Sure, it could be doing better, but it also could be doing a lot worse as well. But it's just another idea that I had to perhaps try and engage people's interest. Something new, something different to try. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks very much for listening, and I'll see you on the next podcast, I guess.